So we all have 4 unmet needs, all of us. So let me preface, it does not matter how great your parents were, how mediocre your parents were, if you didn't know your parents, if you were abandoned, adopted, rejected, your parents died in childbirth, it does not matter. The spectrum. If you have parents, you have 4 unmet needs. They were not met. The first is safety needs. And I'm talking physical safety, a physically safe environment. So if you were sexually assaulted at home, or you saw that there was abuse going on in the home, that is not a physical safe environment, right? The environment was not safe. The 4 doors were not safe. That is safety. There wasn't enough food. If you were homeless, if the car broke down all the time, if there wasn't enough money, that is a safety need. You were not safe. Your basic needs were not met. You're most likely going to have first chakra issues. And that is going to affect the way you try to grab money. That's one of the best manifestations of this. Too much money, too little money. There's more to this. I'm just giving you the physical representation so you have something to work with. Protection needs. Protection needs are emotional protection needs. This is psychological safety. You can have the biggest mansion in the world, but if your parents were off skiing all the time and they were permissive and they let you have parties, you were not emotionally safe. These are protection needs. Your psychological and emotional safety was not cared after. Your biggest issue is going to be some form of addiction, usually food, drugs, alcohol. That's going to be your breadcrumb. These are earthly mechanisms so that you can see the emotion you just named. Validation, that's a second chakra. Validation is a 3rd chakra. I'm sorry, a 4th chakra. And validation has to do with your achievements weren't recognized. If you got a 90, why didn't you get the 100? I'm only going to go to your activity because I'm busy working unless you're at the state championship. You had to strive and strive and strive for more. You want to be a measly bachelor's degree and everybody else in the family has a PhD or a doctoral degree. You're not enough in this family. You want to hold that Costco card, you better jump on some doctorate at some point. Validation. Competitive, athletics, academics, job titles. It could be how much money you make through that job, but it's more about the achievement. What people can see, the letters behind your name type of thing. You oftentimes have anxiety disorders, ADD, things that stimulate the nervous system. Could be coffee, could be your thing is like seeking adrenaline, that type of stuff. And of course, you want to study and learn and facts and be the smartest one in the room type of thing. Those are sort of behaviors. And the 4th is love. Love refers to unconditional love. Nobody has unconditional love. Unconditional love does not exist. Unconditional love exists in one relationship and one relationship only. And it's not present if your emotions are running your life. It is the relationship you have with yourself and with your creator, whatever that is for you. This is impossible for somebody to be They give you unconditional love. You cannot give it to your child. Your child can't give it to you. You're not going to find it at the bottom of a bottle. You're not going to find it in church. It's with yourself and whatever you deem to be your cosmic force. That's it. And if emotions are running your life, that is blocked, because I already told you that that flow is disrupted. Money, food, alcohol, drugs, academic achievement, attention, power. That's love, the way we seek attention and our power. Those are ways that we want others to love us, and we want to think that we'll be enough if we love ourselves that way. And the reason that unconditional love only exists you to you is because you accept that you're a flawed seed, that you have a character flaw, that you have shameful desires, and that you have impure thoughts. That's one. And your creator doesn't care, because the creator rises the sun for everybody every day, whether you're the CEO or whether you're homeless. So that's the goal of spirituality. And so this is that narrow strait that if we can't manage it, this does not mean that your emotions are never going to be out of whack. 80-20 is what we aim for in spirituality. That 80% of the time we're in feelings and we're composed and we know what's going on and we're sitting with our things and we're making our choices. And 20% we're going to be like this. That's all you get. So don't try to get 100. Wrong class. So when you are in that blind spot, when your seed, when you're impure thoughts about yourself, when your shameful desires, when your character flaw and low-level consciousness of being human emerges because someone said something or did something or you compared yourself and all the things that trigger, your emotion kicks in. That one that you felt when you were in that whirlpool monster. That's how you know. That's not a blind spot. You now know. It may have many faces, but at the root, that's what it is. And you will use that emotion. Take pity on me. Feel sorrowful for me. I'm hopeless. I'm sad. When you want someone to meet one of these needs. Because you need to survive. And when you put that mechanism on, you feel that you're going to die. And you don't have any other tool in your toolbox but that. In order to feel safe in the world, protected in the world, validated in the world, and loved in the world, it must come from you. And it comes from the one thing, which is managing your emotions. Feelings, not emotions. Emotions are manipulative. Feelings are adult. I feel this. I take responsibility for my feeling. I am not blaming you. I can choose to not be friends with you, but I own that this is mine. Here, you don't own it. I'm feeling this and I want you to make it better. So safety, security has to do with earth element, usually money. Protection has to do with second chakra, water, usually food, alcohol, drugs, some sort of codependence and addiction. Third chakra is love, some sort of attention seeking or power mechanism, or power play. How do I get one up, right? Whether it's showing my tits to get the job, or whether it's to act all submissive and then people feel bad for me. And validation is a fourth chakra, and it's more about achievement and movement, and I have to climb the ladder, or I have to be in some movement towards some goal and outcome.